do
You
that.
know, do we start reversing the argument? Like, realistically, what would DGGers be if Destiny didn't exist? Like, he keeps them totally disconnected from society, sucking on like his tit for all of their thoughts. What would these people be if they were just roaming society? Is Destiny actually like keeping some of the most disgusting human beings off of the street and away from normal humans? It's
I'm sorry, but I've met a fair amount of DGers who are actually like they have a life and they have a family IRL, okay? Sorry, they have kids, they have a wife, they're well-adjusted people, okay? I'm sorry. I've seen more evidence about that than any evidence that any other community has like well-adjusted people. Because the thing is that yes, you can always point towards loser DGGers, like in the online space. There's 100% always going to be that crowd, right? But the reality is that like I'm sorry, like even my audience alone, there's plenty of people who are married. Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe get that out of the way first, okay? We're only winners, okay? Speak for yourself. Jesus. But yeah, like again, these people would be nothing without like, yeah, yeah. Also, that's projection as well.
hey, some of these people, like this Razzle Smash guy, this might be the case. These
Oh
people,
my
like,
god.
actually would be totally. It might be better. It might be
What?
better this way.
Dude.
No, no, it's not. Unfortunately, we can't live in that world.
What?
It's just a joke. It's just a joke, guys.
Razzle, what did you do to this guy? Did you like I'm sorry, Razzle, did you fuck Cherry before or what's going on?
Just
Did you
letting
take
chat do
did
a
you
few
take
things.
Cherry's virginity? Are you the
She,
husband?
she is suing him for 15 million, not disclosing legal filings properly. She is
What
acting in
the
bad. She is acting bad faith. She didn't sue
bro?
him for $15 million. That is not the case, right? She said as a pre-court pre-trial negotiation, 15 million is our starting place. Then she said through her representation, "Hey, we'll go lower than that, by the way. Like just make a reasonable counteroffer." Didn't make a reasonable counteroffer. Why didn't she ask to seal the transcript before the hearing? I'm guessing things came out in the hearing that she didn't expect to come out and she wanted the transcript sealed. I'm guessing that she probably would have argued for the transcript to be sealed before the hearing if she thought.
But it's so public. But it's so public though. Like this is a really public case. Like at this point, I'm sorry, what information are you trying to hide at this point? Like, your mom's address? I'm sorry, but she's already been fucked.
Thought about it at all. True. Also. Sorry, also. Send a clip. Send a clip. Okay. Oh, okay. I thank you. I needed that. Yes, I needed this shit. Oh, is it? It's just me watching it based. Thank you. Okay. We continue. Didn't Straighteraid also do kind of a wild thing? Why is she just still around? She's around still. This Glitterbell person, a covert. This Glitterbell person covertly on the plantation, okay? Somebody who can be fixed,
Overtly?
but who is taking the plantation talking points and writing them out, okay? I'm telling you. She's been asking for everything to be sealed. Yeah, maybe she was unaware or somebody was unaware, right? Maybe she's totally unaware that they could do it. But yeah, so didn't Schrader also do kind of a wild thing? Why is she still around? Why would that have any... What? Like, it's not close. It's not even remotely comparable to what Steven did. Which I think, possibly, if I remember correctly, Learnerbox might argue here. It's not. It's not at all comparable to what Steven did. I don't know. I think he kind of argues that here. If the soying of the masses is correct at all, it's possible that he kind of makes that fucking point. I don't know. We'll see.
But I think I know why.
The lawsuit is legally baseless. Morally, I agree. But there is international intentional malice here. This is wrong. Camille, this is wrong. Any of these people could come and argue, by the way. Right? They could come and argue that there's like intentional malice there. There isn't. There's no intentional malice. There's no provable intentional malice there. And there.
Yeah, but how would you go about proving that in the first place? Okay, but how do we identify a Jstlk fan? Well, you can identify them by their BMI, okay? If they have a BMI above 32 and they always hanging out at Waffle House or McDonald's, then yeah, like you can probably identify them, yeah.
It's all Destiny's word, right? And it's all Destiny's word based on things that will be resolved by a judge if he's correct. So why is he doesn't even have to litigate it publicly. He just wants to.
As well. I know why. I think we're never really going to get like a proper admission regarding this, and I think it's just because the most like charitable interpretation
Oh my god, look, it's Rat. Spin!
I can give for Stephen
Rat,
and
spin!
is that I think the way he sees it is that if he cedes ground on this,
Spin!
then
If the bridge is nuked, it's nuked. No matter the state of your interpersonals nor relationships. Good sane
Rat
content
is so cute,
good.
dude.
Also like 5
Rat is on God the cutest. Free Chop watchers, okay?
minutes Thea behind on stream, so this
Spin.
is probably out of context now.
thanks. I'm going to mute chat. Hang on. I think if he concedes on this, then the problem is that it's kind of like opening the doors to concede on like all these other accusations that are coming from people that probably most of which are, or maybe even all of which are just nonsense, right? Like, or just like
Okay.
exaggerated or embellished
What?
or whatever the fuck else.
What? That is absolutely disgusting that Lonerbox would imply that all of the other allegations against Destiny are made up. Is what I would say if I didn't hear that this clip existed and talk to Lonerbox about this directly and literally just got his explanation, and then he was like, oh yeah, that's my bad, I said something totally fucking retarded. Now if you guys notice, while he's doing this, he gets multiple super chats. He's basically, what he's trying to argue is the reason Destiny doesn't want to agree to this is because he thinks it will, everybody who calls him like a pedophile or a rapist will all be like deemed correct. Everybody on Twitter who's ever called him like a pedophile or a rapist or a total sexual predator, right? Those people will all be proven correct. What Lonerbox didn't think about was the other cases, right? That's what he didn't think about here. And luckily for us, there's another statement, okay? He made another statement. I've got it. I might wait to watch it until after this, until after the Straight Raid stuff as well. But like he said explicitly now that, oh, I was not like saying anything about the Cherry allegations or anybody else.
Mods, check the mod channel. We got noticed.
I was like actually just speaking about like random people on Twitter. You know?
It looks so pretty.
You know?
Shiny. Thank you.
So anyway, we keep watching.
This jacket. This is probably like the one jacket I wear the most out of all my jackets. It's like, yeah. I'm glad you like my jacket though.
No. I think he himself said, oh, I spoke on this like in a real, I said something that like functionally was just retarded. Like I did not mean to say that way. Whoops, I misspoke because he got a super chat while he was trying to explain like how Destiny sees it. And then he basically went through this and was, yeah, he just, you know, it was fucked up.
And I think, yeah, if you cede ground on one thing, like then you're ceding ground to all of it. But still, that puts me in a position where I'm just like, this, and as far as whatever the court case might bring about, I personally, I don't think he did this with any like malicious
Someone
intent.
making
If
fun
that's
of
what
Winter,
we're going
that's
on,
it.
if we're going to talk about disagreements I've got with Pixie's
Don't
end,
know.
but at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, I'm just not going to. There's not really anything that seems to like resolve this issue, and that's kind of where things are just fucked, you know.
My issue is that the characterization of Destiny as a master manipulator doesn't make sense for him to apologize to her off the bat. What? That's a fucking stupid thing to say. It absolutely makes sense for him to apologize to keep people from going like nuclear in public, right? It absolutely makes sense to go, hey, like, I'm sorry that this happened. Oh man, I didn't mean for this to happen. While you think you have them on the line and can keep them from going public about it, right? It absolutely makes sense to try to apologize, to try to smooth things over at that point. That's a wild thing to assert. He said he will be able to say after trial. No, that's obviously, why would a manipulator use an apology that they're clearly not sincere about, right? I apologize. Maybe you should get a lawyer and stuff, right? And then he totally explodes her, totally blows her up for getting a lawyer and taking him to court. Like it's wild to donate this. It's wild to think this. Like you are brain broken if you think this.
Is he saying Destiny did meant for it to
Very
leak
sad.
publicly?
So
But this is, it looks like this is the same guy who donated the $50
No,
to somebody to
not
say like the whole
necessarily,
thing
no.
against Destiny is entirely made up. Right?
I think it's
Very
just
embarrassing,
retarded.
very sad, very cucked. Right? I would love for Lawson Harrison to hop in the waiting room, hop on stream and explain to me.
I'm sorry, is this the same Lawson Harrison? Is that like black economist on Twitter who is a fucking Medlock fan? Who is just a massive like neoliberal, basically. I forgot who Lawson Harrison is, but I could be wrong. But like, God, he's like this one Twitter reply guy.
Why you think this is broken or wrong or like what you think's going on here, right? This guy likes to. I talked to this guy before. He like asked me. He messaged me to ask me about like some of the evidence and stuff. I would just love for him to hop on stream and explain to me why he thinks the whole thing's like made up or anything like that. Be very cool.
I don't really want to like. What was I saying?
Are these streamers so
Oh,
dramatic?
I was about.
Well, it's entertaining. Whether it be for himself or for other people, you know, it's like whatever.
To respond to an extreme dad post. My bad.
I can't open this thing. I can't open this thing. How the fuck
I just
do I
because
open
I know
this?
full well that I've got like a bunch of people
I don't
who
have
are like
enough
Destiny
money.
fans in my community.
Real quick, I'll back up. Okay, what's wrong with Kick Chat? It's not updated.
What's next after the Jstlk video? Oh well, we have a Hutch video to watch. We also have some other things to watch. That are non-Jstlk, okay? Because, oh god, there's only so much Jstlk we can handle.
On the stream of the website. Stuff is just fucked right now. I don't know exactly what's going on. I don't know why Kick Chat's fucked right now. It's kind of annoying. It's kind of keeping me from going to Kick only. So
I just
keep
want because I know full well that I've got like a bunch of people who are like Destiny fans in my community, and they stick around and they like occasionally will
fine.
say, "Oh, when are you guys going to collaborate again?" And all that. It's like, I just need you guys to understand that like my position on this, I don't think is ever changing.
I think Pixie getting help from De Laguna was Pixie's biggest mistake. At first, I was firmly on her side, but now I'm in the middle, to be honest. What do you mean you're in the... What? You don't like that Pixie had one of her closest friends support her at the beginning of this whole thing by hooking her up with people who could give her legal advice and then fucking off?
Dude, I feel like... Oh. I feel like... I actually feel as though... So, before this entire drama dropped, I just want to say... I just want to say that Jstlk and Queeman were just like shitting on Lauren De Laguna like pretty damn often. I'm not saying like every day, but like I'm just saying they were digging up her past all the time she was on live stream, and they were like a-logging her and stuff like that. Okay, it's just kind of funny how much less they shit on Lauren De Laguna after it's been revealed about all of this stuff, because now simply she is just vaguely, extremely vaguely on their side, extremely vaguely in the loosest sense possible. Just so stupid, dude. I can't.
Like, it's so sad.
Man, I can see where Mrao gets the speech pattern. Well, I mean, I'm beginning to pick up Jstlk's fucking speech patterns as I watch Jstlk more and more, okay? I'm beginning to notice that. It's like one of the most cursed things to ever notice, okay? It makes me feel like I'm getting corrupted in some sense.
Right? She had a friend who was there for her.
You know, it's just my inner fucking autism, whatever.
That friend, who's a lawyer, said, hey, it's like gonna create a conflict if I like interact with you too much on the legal stuff, but here's a legal person that you can talk to. Right? As far as I know, that's what happened. Refreshing helps a bit. Okay. But yeah, it's just like I like just pointing out when people think things that are entirely generated from like Destiny as ground truth. It feels very disturbing to me every time I see it, right? Like, hey, I have no evidence of this other than Destiny's schizo post. Like his complete and utter schizo post. Now, could there be more evidence that would make me believe that? Yeah.
Calling a schizo post is gaslighting, considering how much like Destiny like caveats, and then he makes like, oh, I could be wrong, I could be right, I could be wrong, I could be like dude, he's just like, oh my god, they're not even like solid on any of this shit. Like this is just completely unserious. Okay, I'm sorry, this is just completely unserious. Your chat on screen is top chat. That's probably good, honestly.
Obviously, if I saw evidence of that,
Like if someone starts like spamming the hard R, like yeah, I'm sorry, I don't.
I would be like, oh, that's really
Yeah, it's
bad.
probably a good
But
thing.
I have not seen any evidence yet, and Destiny is asserting it baselessly. He's actually embarrassing himself by doing the ellipse posting about Lauren De Laguna. Like, that is far more embarrassing than just shutting the fuck up.
All that. It's like, I just need you guys to understand that like my position on this, I don't think is ever changing. Like, unless like some very fucking groundbreaking information comes out, that's kind of where I am. So just don't want to.
Hold on,
Where's the
I'm
last
still,
enemy?
dude, I'm just getting triggered by
Yo,
his
this
chat.
is bugged. This is bugged.
Respectfully,
There's
everyone
no
sends
last
nudes
enemy.
into space to randos and each other. It's stupid, but let's not pretend this is unique to
bugged.
Steven. Appreciate the insight from your POV, though.
Bugged.
This is not true. 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 Do not accept. Do not accept, like, sex cult fucking degenerates telling you what sex norms are. Do not accept this. Never let a DGGer tell you what the norms are. Holy fuck, these are the least qualified people to comment on the entire planet of Earth. Holy shit.
What about you?
It's actually
Hello?
fucking disgusting. Do not let sexual degenerates like Destiny or or not Mr. Girl, sorry, Extreme Dad tell you what is normal, okay? Don't let them tell you. Don't let them tell you. Swallowing liters of semen in your lifetime, okay, is not normal.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. 15-2 inheritor. Okay, trickle down fuck cherry inheritor. To literally trickle down fucking trickle down fucking cherry is insane, okay? Alright, 1532.
It's not normal. 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 It's not. Having that craving, not cool. Well, maybe I'm shaming some women who have a totally normal thing. I don't know.
I remember, I think another thing is that, dude, I have such a bad rep in this space as well. Like, the thing is that I remember, someone telling me, oh, they checked me out because someone in their community told me not to check me out, and it only led to them checking me out or whatever the fuck. Listen, all right? Just why? Why tell people not to check people out? Fuck, that's like one of the biggest red flags ever. Anyway, yeah, insane shit.
No, not normal. Still not normal. Okay, you can have a fetish, but it's not normal. I'm gonna call it there.
That's
Not
not
Oh,
normal.
there's
where
too
I am,
many.
so
There's too
just
many
don't wanna-
enemies.
Just don't want to leave anyone with
Yes.
any false
Yes, I will kink shame.
impressions.
Yes,
okay?
I will
If
kink
you hate
shame.
me for that, then fuck off. Go somewhere else.
What? There's
okay? Thank
so
you.
many. There's
Otherwise-
just so fucking many. There's just so much enemies.
And if I've said a bunch of things that can have holes poked in them
This is
or
so fucking scuffed.
lack context or details, then maybe I'll do like a full thing at some point. But I just
Okay, all right.
Damages
that was
Pixie is seeking
totally
is
fair.
insane. She's seeking the legally possible damages. She's not seeking 50 million. People don't understand. Like, she can't say, I'm seeking $15 million in damages from the court. She can't say that, right? There's nowhere in that document where it says that. I don't get it. I don't get how people come in and go, oh, the damage. She's not seeking that. She wasn't really actually asking for $15 million. I wish Lonerbox would clear that up.
not for me. Not for me. Did Pixie send the vids to strangers?
Oh. Hold on. Letterboxd Live. Destiny has denied the DM's exchange with Aaron is an admittance of guilt and sharing without consent. FYI. You won't hear this on Jstlk stream though. Oh, I would.
Jstlk has denied the DM's exchange with Aaron is admittance of guilt of sharing without consent.
I would love for Loaderbox to engage with that. What do we think Loaderbox would say to this? Guys, that is not. You want to hear this on Jstlk stream? No mention of Jstlk, no mention of the Kiwis. Dude, this sucks. This has got to be so shitty, right? I'm lucky. Okay, I sort of emotionally made this decision, and other people didn't get a chance to. Where I was like, oh fuck this loser, like I'm out, right? I would have made the decision no matter what, but like at least I pulled the band-aid off right from the beginning. It was like, yeah, this guy's a fucking loser. Like I'm out. For other people, when stuff kind of like blew up, I don't know, they might have been gone for a while and had to come back. But it's hard to know how hard you should go against Destiny when like so much of your chat is gonna have this exact like totally mind rape position, right? I feel some amount of what do you call it, empathy for that, right? How it's like a lot of your it's like how a lot of your money gets made, and I can see how it might be rough for other people, especially if they're not fully informed. Once I knew the information, it was like, oh, this guy's, I can't have anything to do with him. Ugh, ugh, gross. What a gross person.
Did Pixie send the vids to strangers? No, not that I know of. I don't think there's any evidence of that.
A bunch of people are like, I can watch two streamers who hate each other, no problem. I mean, can you watch one streamer who just maliciously lies about everybody else, though? He's maliciously lied about Lonerbox multiple times. Why would you be a Lonerbox fan and a fan of him?
Okay. I also don't want to do Q&A on this shit either. We'll see what Kiwi Farms makes of all that in the next 2 days.
Lonerbox Live, you have regurgitated a lot of Jstlk narratives that aren't true in this segment. Would recommend catching up on the facts. Excuse me, Lonerbox.
I just want to say, like, what do we think is the most likely scenario here? Okay, so back then, Destiny and Pixie, they probably exchanged some friendly messages and then they hooked up, right? Destiny probably is already used to some bad behavior, and so then he records all that stuff, right? And then he posts it, and he thinks that because he lives in this world where everyone shares all these things with one another, that's probably like the case, right? And then eventually, all right, maybe it's kind of like a sunken cost fallacy where maybe it's like in his mind, he's like, okay, well, I've already shared this nude and these images out there with everyone at this point, you know, like I kind of only want to share these and only want to, which is why the Pixie stuff is like shared multiple times, right? So yeah, that's at least I think that's probably what's going on. It's kind of like a sunken cost fallacy before like one sin or something. Destiny and Pixie exchanged videos over months and then met up. Yeah, no, that doesn't contradict what I just said.
Seems you've, by the way, this is exactly what's happening in this Discord is precisely what Destiny accuses me and Queemit of doing, right? Are you seeing anybody coming through here and going like, have you watched this like Jstlk segment? Have you watched this Queemit segment? Is this not projection, right? No, that's pretty tempered response. Not like the insanity radiating from Jstlk or Discord and shit. These are my positions on this. These are literally my positions. These are literally the exact things that I've said on this stream. Like, what Lonerbox just said about this case are things I pointed out multiple times. A half dozen times on this stream. Dude, is social stream totally fucked right now? Seems like social stream might be totally broken. Anyway. And yeah, you have regurgitated a lot of, you seem to be following some Jstlk narratives here. Have you considered like updating the your information? Excuse me. You seem to be doing a little, DGG. Are you doing like some DGG snark right now, Lonerbox? You seem to be getting some snark narratives provided to you. I'm curious about where that would be coming from. Pretty sure you're the only person he still feels hasn't been audience captured by the commies, but understands and respects your position on this situation. Audience captured by the commies. Because I think Ethan Klein is like a neurotic freak who's trying to risk the entire content creation, like React space, because of his feels being hurt. Like that? Wow. Why didn't Pixie go after...
What? His feels being hurt? You're talking about like the CPS call, right? Really? His feels getting hurt. So you're talking about the CPS call that Bad Epinata has took credit for, right? Are we talking about the same thing here, or
the leaker then who actually had malicious intent?
Okay.
Because Pixie didn't trust the leaker and she doesn't know who the leaker is, obviously.
That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
All right, see you, Salvation. See ya. I think the anti-fan community has made the issue way more complicated, sadly. Bro!
Debate? Why not? Go debate him.
It's crazy. DGG has been brigading Pisco, now they're doing it here. This is true. But I also think this guy is like Queeman. chatter possibly. So listen, I'll call it out. He would think that. I don't hate you for it, but it seems weird that you'd be so willing to cut the guy off after he did so much for you, like take you to Israel. I understand this put you in a weird position though. Dude, this guy's got to go. This guy is a total
Okay, this is the L comment, Razzle. This is the L comment. What? That's a crazy comment. Okay.
degenerate. Holy shit, this is embarrassing.
Look, if you guys are gonna go out there and start like I don't know, like calling out streamers and whatever the fuck, okay? It's not a big deal if you do it. It's just like just please have please be a little bit more reasonable, okay? Jesus. Yeah.
Oh, oh. Guys, I think Ethan's kind of taking this lawsuit thing too far. I think this is really weird. This is like inconsistent with his past positions. You're totally audience captured by communists. Yeah, you.
But you know,
you're totally
we
audience
we
captured by
still love
communists.
Razzle
Actually,
here, okay? Just that's it.
cool. Wow.
Right. Can we do debate now? Oh shit! Also,
Oh, here's the last bit. Let's go.
let's talk about Aaron's role. Yeah, I do actually.
Uh-oh.
As far as feeling,
Here we go, guys. Here we go. So this is the part. So the entire over the entirety of this, I think so far, Jstlk has been incredibly amiable towards loaner blocks, but I think this is where the gears start to turn a little bit, and he starts to have a little bit more of an issue. Just mainly because loaner blocks calls out straight raid, and he calls out anyone who associates themselves with straight raid, the Great Betrayer, Butcher of Orbits. So yeah.
kind of like homeless with regards to which communities or like people like that I want to get closer to. I will never, for the life of me, get my head around how all the same people who were accusing
Igor?
Erudite of being
Oh, hold on. What is that? Oomphy Killer? Thank you for
Oh, yeah, just FYI, okay? There has been no donation so far on my stream, okay? So far from you guys, which is fine. It's okay. Some days are just slower. But you know, if you guys could take the time to like the stream, you know, to do all that is meant to do, unless wait, actually, hold on. Has there been donations? No, there hasn't. Yeah. Whoa, hold on. Wait, I'm just gonna check the fucking Streamlabs dashboard real quick. Make sure I didn't miss anything. But you can donate via multiple avenues. You can donate via super chat, membership, or you can donate via Streamlabs. Okay, you can do !donate, and it'll take you there. Just know that if you do donate via Streamlabs, all right, your information might be a little revealed, just a tiny bit. Tipper, shoe nice. What? Shoe nice. Person named Shoe Nice. Thank you so much for the $10. Amount $10. Message, Marge Simpson face. Okay. This can't be the real Shoe Nice. That can't be the real Shoe Nice. That can't be the real Shoe Nice. Traveling on business for a few days. Have a good stream week. Thank you so much, Corey. Corey, thank you so much for the $30. Huh. That can't be the real Shoe Nice, right? No, it can't be. It can't be. It makes no sense. It just makes no sense. Why would Shoe Nice be into this? Yeah, okay, who's pretending to be Shoe Nice? Okay, who the fuck is pretending to be Shoe Nice right now? What the fuck? Thank you so much for the $30, Corey. I appreciate that. Traveling on business for a few days. Have a good stream. Thank you so much, Corey. I appreciate that. Yeah. So Shoe Nice actually keeps a lot of the DGG space? No fucking way. No shot. 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 I wouldn't be surprised if that was actually him. Okay, I guess we'll see. All right. But thank you for the $10, maybe. But also more than that, Corey, thank you for the 30.
The gifted sub, I appreciate it. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I gotta back this
Bullshit
up.
too. I will never,
Can the alerts chill, please, for the love of God?
for the life of me, get my head around how all the same people who were accusing
Jinx.
Erudite of being Ghislaine Maxwell have
Who would do such a thing? Who would ever do such a... That's fucking gross. That's so irresponsible. That's gross, guys. That's fucking gross. Although, if you remember my talking at the time, I literally said when I went live with this image, I don't actually support any of the Kyla Maxwell stuff. It's just a funny image. When I
Also, can I just say, holy shit. Honestly, if Not So Erudite adopted Ghislaine Maxwell's haircut and then, like, put on that fit, she would look really good. I'm just saying, I actually don't really like, I actually don't really like, how do you say it? Like, the goon baiting. The goon baiting is, like, just way too fucking much. Yeah, I'm not, like, the more someone thirst traps, the more it turns me off, actually, unironically. But honestly, dude, Ghislaine Maxwell slays. Okay, like she has good fashion. Listen, you can hate her. That's fine. She's not a good person, but her fashion style is immaculate. Okay.
clicked off of this live screen back in fucking January, whenever, I literally said, I don't really believe this at the time. Okay?
I have issues. Okay.
You
I
know?
have issues.
You know? But who would do such a thing?
seem to just kind of tolerate Erin coming back into those communities and just chatting away like nothing's happened.
Why? So that would be true if you're just going to compare how badly Erudite acted versus how badly Pixie acted just in the DMs only, then maybe you could make this argument, right? But the issue is that, like, Erudite's criticisms are absolutely not in any way only tied or even...
Dude, because now Lonerbox is about to call out people who make this narrative. I wonder how he's gonna act. There's no way, right?
generated
There's no way he's
from
gonna act well.
her initial DM reactions. That's not what it is. The criticisms of Erudite predate any leaks, right? Tons of the criticisms of Erudite, of how she totally sweeps for Destiny all the time. Those criticisms existed months and months, maybe.
And how exactly? Like I'm sorry, is sweeping, first of all, okay, fuck. If there's anyone who's supposed to sweep, isn't it your fucking secretary? Or your fucking, like, I don't know, person who manages everything? Like, if there's anyone who's out there to sweep, like, fuck me, dude. And also, in addition, how has she sweeped? By calling into Turkey Tom and then having interview where she was being asked tough questions and it wasn't a softball interview. Like, that was not a softball interview. Turkey Tom was not like he had questions, you know. But yeah,
Years before the actual leaks happened, right? And those criticisms have been amplified by Erudite's constant, like,
exactly. Erudite was getting paid to sweep. Jstlk did it all for free. Retard.
reframing constant sweeping for Steven for saying she broke contact and then she's actually still business partners and now she's straight up like shilling for him with Unfuck America. Steven's really just the smartest guy around, right? Like, it's totally disingenuous. And I don't believe Erudite's privy to any information that Lonerbox himself is not privy to. So I think if Lonerbox were to really think about it, I believe that he would understand completely how people dislike Erudite and don't and could be fine with Aaron, right?
What?
People do get that. I think Lonerbox would get that. I just think he's probably looking at it in terms of he thinks a lot of the criticism of Erudite comes from this event, like just the way she handled DMs with Pixie or something, right? Like the idea that she tried to stop.
Dude, Aaron is unadulterated evil. Okay, let's just take this. So if you're the boyfriend of a suicidal manic pixie girlfriend, okay, named Pixie, okay, who does have suicidal ideation. All right, if that is the case, then why wouldn't you have an issue with the person who claimed to be her best friend, okay, who has driven her to the point of suicide by making it all public and giving it to President Sunday of all people? Like, hello? Why wouldn't... Dude, you're delusional. You're actually like fucking brain dead retard drooling vegetable levels of delusion. Okay? This is like hydrogen bomb versus like fucking coughing babies levels of like crazy like cope here, okay? And like Jstlk is like coping for the coughing baby in this scenario, okay?
Pixie from suing Destiny or some shit. That's like where he thinks all of it comes from, and it's like actually that's probably maybe even like the weakest piece of evidence for the Ghislaine Maxwell stuff. But it's okay. Also, the Ghislaine Maxwell stuff kind of started and perpetuated by the commentary community, by Turkey Tom, by Nicholas DiOrio, by those guys. So realistically, like that's also it was like their funny reaction to the narrative or what was going on there. It was not as much like a real, criticism of Erudite, except from people who were discerning and watched a lot of her content.